Guys, James with Yelton's Construction. We're going to show you guys how to repair an underground main water pipe leak. Now before I jump down in this hole, we want to go over the tools you're going to need. And the first thing you're going to need is a big giant pair of glue and primer. Alright, come on down, Tommy. Tommy. Yes. So as you can see, we've already dug out our hole. And you want to make sure all this stuff is really clean. Now, it's important to know the reason that this pipe fell apart. And you can see they didn't have the pipe in all the way. And they put it into here. And then this thing just slowly wiggled out. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to cut it off all the way back here because we don't want to chance them not putting their pipes on properly. Okay, so we're going to clean this off here really well. All this dirt. We're going to get my Sawzall here. And we're going to cut it off right here. Okay, good. Okay, we're gonna get all this dirt out of our way. We're gonna get our primer. Guys, you always want to use primer. You always want to use primer with your pipes. Always get the primer, okay? The primer cleans the pipe for the glue. Okay? You don't want to breathe this primer in too much, or you might just forget what you're doing. Okay, the surface is nice and smooth now. On one side, okay, this is something you can get from Lowe's or Home Depot. Okay, you want to make sure it's all the way tight on this side. And we're just going to plug this one into that one with our glue. I always like to dab off the tip a little bit so it's not getting glue everywhere. And you want to be real liberal on your glue when you're working on a 2-inch pipe like this. Okay, now I like to put my pipes in and I like to twist it back and forth and hold the pressure on it. And when you feel it start to take, you just hold pressure on it like that. Okay. Always want to make sure that it's not going to be pulling out from the pipe. Sometimes just the chemical reaction will push on the pipe. So just make sure you're to that point. Okay. Okay, here's our piece of new pipe here. I always like to get all those little frays out of there. Make sure there's no big pieces of dirt in it, clogging us up down the line. Okay. So we need a piece on there. And then we're gonna have to cut a little bit more off of this, so we're only gonna do one side here. We're gonna do this side. We have our coupling, so we're gonna put this coupling on, we're gonna put this on. Okay. Like I said, we want to push it on. We want to spin it back and forth. Really feel it grab. Okay, good. We're going to put this side on now. You can see there's a lot of glue in there, and that's a good thing. We want to twist, twist, twist. I always like to put my lettering up so you can square the pipe up, and you can also in the future see what size and type of pipe it is. Okay, so now before we make our final cut, we want to make sure that this fits down in there. Okay, so this has to fit down in there, so we need to cut it right here between the N and the S in order for this pipe to go on there. So we're going to do that right now. There we go. We always want to clean our pipe off real good. We want to primer it. And then we're ready for our glue. And this time we're going to glue both sides of the fitting. This side, this side, this side, and this side. Okay, you know, when it's really hot, you want to be quick about this. Okay, got that piece in. We're going to squirrel it around a little bit. And then we're going to get this piece in here. Okay, and really make sure it gets all the way in there. We don't have a lot of room to move it, so we got it all in. We're going to give it a little bit of time to set up. And then we're going to keep you guys posted on how it works. I have a feeling it's going to work great.